Sorry, that was the first time I've seen the hairdo.
I know.
And
it's really
I'm trying to
upsetting.
I was like, I'd rather remark on that, but we can't remark on that.
Hi, I'm Assemblyman Gerry Scharfenberger from LD13. This is Assemblywoman Dunn, and welcome to the Reaction Couch.
Who just spent $217,000 on 3 rugs, more than $31,000 for 2 antique desks? Oh, and those desks, clearly they need chairs for $10,000. Was it A, Kim Kardashian, B, Andy Cohen, C, Jeff Bezos, or D, none of the above?
Jeff Bezos? Kim Kardashian?
If you guessed D, none of the above, you're correct. It was you, and not on purpose either. Phil and Tammy Murphy believed this was very important for their new Trenton office.
If you've been struggling with rising inflation, expensive grocery bills, and the highest property taxes in the nation, so now you know where some of that is going. This may be frustrating, but don't worry, you'll never have to see this furniture you bought. Here's Governor Murphy defending his decision last week.
We want to do this with some amount of, we want some majesty. This is New Jersey, and you want this thing to reek of pride.
Speechless, right? Speechless.
Yep. Should majesty ever be used when talking about a purchase with taxpayer dollars? It sounds very expensive and very unneeded.
I couldn't agree more, Gerry. I mean, come to my district office, Bed Bath & Beyond drapes, and that was after digging through the clearance shelf.
We don't need majesty, we need top-notch schools.
The furnishings budget are less than 0.3% of the total cost of this project.
But he doesn't say what that $500,000 could go toward.
Exactly, and that doesn't justify it because it's only a percentage. If you don't have to overspend on something, that's the important thing.
And how about better roads?
Better roads, lower taxes, all of these things that could be done without the majesty.
So we said, you know what, let's do all of this in a first-class way.
First class, while the rest of us are in coach, if we're lucky.
Should be a bare-bones thing. Stand in solidarity with the taxpayers and show them that you're tightening your belt also. It's not just them who have to do it.
And tell your local superintendent that just had to lay off 10, 20 teachers from the district that, it's just a small portion of the budget. But those rugs are really important.
Right, and all the learning loss that could be addressed with extra spending that's now going into couches and rugs. I don't think that's a good expenditure, and I don't think the taxpayers will either.
Functionality is important and necessary, but we don't need to wow the world with opulence. We just can't afford that.
My name is George Carmas, and I am the lead design and preservation architect for the renovation of the New Jersey State House. So this is pretty much the way the space was in the 19-teens with one exception. We added the sconces because we needed the additional lighting.
Did he say sconces?
He says the only thing different is sconces because we need more light.
Oh, okay. But didn't we have to get rid of the Woodrow Wilson desk?
We did, but as long as he's going back to the Woodrow Wilson days, how about going back to the size of the state budget during the Wilson days? Then he'd be doing the taxpayers a favor.
You know, I'd like to add, Gerry, that this is not part of the open State House tour or for the general public to see and visit. It doesn't demonstrate leadership. As they say, leaders eat last.
And you know what? It should be austerity for all, not just the taxpayers and the middle class. It should be for everybody.
Yeah, we talked about leadership, but compassion,
right,
sensitivity, and it's just repeatedly, it's so insensitive to every last New Jersey resident of what they're going through.
Absolutely.
It's almost like in your face, you know?
When you order and shop for your own personal life, you're shopping with your own funds, not taxpayer funds. There's got to be a different sort of mindset when you're looking to spend money on items that will be paid for by somebody else. That's the prudent way to do something. Think like a taxpayer, not like an individual.
You know what? We know that if you want your furniture to last, you at least got to put some plastic over it.
Anybody knows that who grew up in the 60s and the 70s, right?
I don't know about you, but are you ready to go back to the people's house?
I am.